Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a general reading for May 2020 for Gemini. This is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign Geminis. Ignore there's lots of stuff going on in the background. They're doing work on the complex and in the apartment below me, so might get loud. Bear with me. But yeah, so we're going to get straight into that. Was feeling like I should pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle today. Don't know why, but I'm really feeling it, so we're gonna do that today. Energy is fluid, it's not linear, could be happening to you past, present, future tense. We all go through energy differently. Nothing's gender specific, so if it is, I'll let you guys know. Roles could always be reversed in a situation where I'm, like this in a reading. Maybe if you're a cross watcher watching for a Gemini, you think this is you, or it should be, but then you switch it, you can do whatever you want, because that's the world of tarot. Sometimes it just is that way. It do be like that sometimes. So, anyways, with that being said, please also, if it's not resonating with you, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, check them all. Check them all. And because of the fact that we just went through the full moon in Scorpio, you can even check that. So, let's pull some cards for this. Spirit Animal Oracle, see what messages we got for you guys. Now this is for May 2020. Archangels, guardian angels. Thank you so much for your love, guidance, what messages do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. One more for you guys for this. Okay, so what do we got for you guys? Okay, wow, already beautiful. And one more. Wow, that is incredible, guys. All right. Beautiful. So, very interesting here. We have number 22, the Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. So this is really about a time for us to, hopefully you guys can see that and it's clear enough for Alright, good. So 22, not only is a master number, very spiritual, very important, but Dragonfly Spirit, for some of you, I feel like this could be a passed on loved one or just messages from spirit in general. When you see a dragonfly, very specifically, could be from someone or spirit. Those could be messages for you. But truth transcends illusion. This is about finding balance and, living your life with honesty and truth and knowing that literally not to be, corny, but the truth will set you free. What you know in your heart, what you know to be true deep inside of you, like that transcends everything. That will always transcend anything else going on in your life. That will trump everything else. So always live your life by what you know to be true, the truth rather, inside of yourself. Very important. And then we have number 12, Canary Spirit, sing your own song. Beautiful. This is kind of, tying into what I was saying about, which also the 12 breaks down to a 3, which is incredibly spiritual as is. But Canary Spirit, sing your own song. This is about listening to your own intuition. And again, what is your truth? Share that with the world. Share your truth with the world. Do what you feel is right, what makes you happy, what makes you feel alive. That's incredibly important. And then lastly, I love this card. This is one of my favorites. Number 44, which is another master number, Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. So if there was any point in time where you were feeling like you weren't good enough or you couldn't do the thing that you wanted, like you weren't good enough to share with the world what you love, what makes you happy, that helps other people, or whatever the case is for you, Spirit wants you to know that you have the ability to do that, and that. That's your truth. Be authentically you, and the rest will just come. That's where you're powerful. That's where you're the most influential, and really, being yourself, really lifting your vibration, your frequency high, are during those times where you're doing what you love and being true to you. Oh, look, I pulled one more. Bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. Yeah, there's a lot, I feel like, coming for you guys, especially spiritually. There's a lot happening for you guys for sure. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture, which is a number 11. The bat spirit was a number 5. So I think this really talks about making that change to follow your heart, follow your desires, do what you love, and see things as a whole. Don't focus too much on the little tiny details right now. It could be overwhelming for some of you, as Geminis are air signs, so there's a lot of mental activity here. But I feel like it really is just a matter of living your life authentically who you are, and that will just in itself lead you to where you need to be. Don't overthink it, you know? All right, so we'll move those out of the way. Okay, now let's pull some tarot for you guys. Get them out of my handy dandy bag. All right, there we go. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of something first. Whew. I'm already having throat chakra issues with you guys. What is going on there? All right, so ironically, before I've even shuffled the deck, King of Swords at the bottom. That's your energy there. Cutting the deck on the devil. Yeah, I don't really like that. Could be something toxic in your life right now. I feel like for some of you, this is already, I feel like this is a block for you very specifically. That it's your own thinking process or your own thoughts. Like, I feel like this is you getting in your own way for some of you. We're going to pull some more. Let's see what happens. Me and my small hands. Let's see what else we got. What messages do we have for Gemini? Sun, rising, and Venus signs for May 2020. What messages do we have for Gemini? Oops. Sun, rising, and Venus signs. Alright, so at the bottom, strength here. And then underneath that, we have the 10 of Swords. Wow, okay, and 2 of Pentacles here. Okay, so there was a decision, I feel like, to end a cycle, and it's something that perhaps took a lot of energy for some of you. Straight out the gate, I'm getting depression. This is something that really heavily affected you, and you've needed to use a lot of strength to get through this. You've needed a lot of, like, I think it's that, like, resistance, using that self-control. Okay, like, don't stay in bed all day, you know, like, don't let this eat me up inside, whether it has to do with the person or just something in your life. There was a cycle that ended for you guys, and it was like, okay, you need to get out of bed, you need to just, you know, change your clothes, or it's just the little things. For some reason, I'm getting for you guys just heavily depression, but just the little things. You know, if you every single day get up and do this one thing, keep doing that to keep that, like, structure in your life. Make a cup of coffee, make a cup of tea, take a quick shower, like, do whatever it is that makes you happy, so that way you can, I just heard stay above water, stay afloat here. Wow, yeah, are you guys, like, really having a trouble? Because, I mean, Swords, it's mental energy, it's air energy, so I feel like this is really, like, having a foggy and a cloudy mind. Make sure, I don't know who this is for, but make sure you're drinking enough water, please, and make sure that you are absolutely eating the right things, because basically your second brain is your gut. Your gut is the other way that your body and your mind, they connect. So if you're not feeding yourself and nourishing yourself in the right way, you're going to be cloudy and foggy and sad, and you know what I mean? It affects your brain a lot. So, you know, be conscious of what you're putting inside of your stomach on a daily basis. If you can take a supplement or two, like a gummy supplement, for some of you, I don't know why I'm getting that. They're just telling you, eat your veggies. Okay, I just heard that loud and clear. Okay, for some of you, eat your veggies because you're sad. And man, that's gonna be my new slogan: eat your veggies and stop being sad. Yeah, that's, yeah. And then there's the 5 of Swords at the bottom, which I feel like this could be fighting with someone else, but I feel like this is, for a lot of you, this is just like fighting. This is fighting with yourself and not so much another person. I feel like that's the difficult, like, the decision here with that 2 of Pentacles. It's like, you know, fighting with yourself, like, okay, we have to make this decision, you know, stop being sad. You need to be strong to get out of this. if you gotta pep talk yourself, you do what you gotta do. Do it. I don't care what it is. If it makes you happy, get you out of bed, get you going, whatever. Do the thing for you. Don't feel like it's not good enough because it's not what someone else does. Do the thing for you. Also forgot to mention to you guys all my information for personal readings as well as my other social media. It's down in the description box below. Alright. Oops. So what are the messages do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for May 2020. Yeah, I definitely feel heavy depression for you guys. Oops. Okay, for some of you, it's about this Two of Cups, which could be a relationship here. Could very well have to do with a relationship. And it doesn't have to mean that the relationship is done. This could just be like, you know, needing to overcome something within the relationship, and the process of it is making you feel, you know, frustrated or sad or what have you. But, oh, okay. It's that same Five of Swords that we were just talking about. So for some of you, you could definitely be fighting with another person. This is so many cards. Yeah, you could be fighting with another person here. But I just get overall, like, stress. Like, they're just showing me, like, one person's walking away from the other person. Just, like, I can't deal with this. Like, I have to leave the room. I gotta leave the house. I gotta go do something. Like, I just can't deal with this right now. And then we have Seven of Swords. For some of you, I feel like there's some... Okay, okay. I gotta just, as a disclaimer, if it doesn't fit, don't make it fit, please. But for some of you, I am hearing that there was cheating involved, but this is a very, very, very tiny portion of you, okay? So don't, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Don't make it fit, don't panic. I feel like I have to say that to someone or a group of you. Don't panic. Not everything is gonna be exactly. I mean, you can still have a story that for the most part fits almost all the way, like 95%, and 5% might not. Throw out that 5%. Doesn't matter. But for some of you, a very small portion of you, sorry it's loud, I do get cheating, but there's some weird, like, shady type of energy here going on, especially because of these two cards, which I will show you if I can pick them up. They're each looking in an opposite direction. So I feel like for some of you, like, this is a conflicting, like, one person feels very much so on this side, the other person feels all the way on this side. There feels like a disconnect between you guys. I do have the Emperor at the bottom. You could be dealing with an Aries, but otherwise you could just be dealing with someone who, I just heard it's my way or the highway. Okay, yeah, so someone who's very stubborn, like, very authoritative, of, like, Amy, and whether they are doing it purposely or not, this is just, like, kind of like the energy that I'm feeling of, like, yeah, well, we're gonna do it my way, so suck it up. I don't know what to tell you. Which is, like, not great. Because how are you supposed to work with someone and, you know, build a relationship or build a better relationship when that person thinks that it's literally their way or the highway, and that's it? You know, you can't. It makes it frustrating. Alright, what other messages do we have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for May. Okay, well, nothing's coming out. We're gonna shuffle. Messages we have for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for May 2020. How many is this? Okay, so I have Queen of Cups and Page of Pentacles. It's a very interesting combination. So I have this Queen of Cups. So it could be that you are dealing with a water sign. This could also be, for some of you, your mother's. But I feel like this kind of reiterates what I was saying before about there is an energy of someone being a little bit more like willing to work on it versus the other person kind of being like, it's my way or the highway. Yeah, bye. But it feels like this could be your energy. Like I kind of more strongly get that this Queen of Cups is your energy. Someone who's nurturing, who's loving, a little more laid back, a little bit more relaxed. Someone who wants to give love but is, struggling a little bit, trying to make ends meet in a sort of way with the connection. But then Page of Pentacles falls underneath this Five of Swords, and I feel like you probably think that the arguments or these times where you guys are at a disconnect is actually a brand new opportunity for you guys to learn about each other, to work together, to fix things, to grow. I feel like you see them as opportunities to grow, and the other person might not. But look at that, you do have a King of Cups here on the bottom and a Page of Wands. So this could be the same person, or there's a possibility this might actually be a different person that there's a new beginning here with. Because Page of Wands is someone who, this is like a message of communication, something passionate that they feel really excited about, and you have the Magician underneath that, which tells me, okay, hold on a second. Okay. For some of you, if you are resonating with this, I feel like for some of you there is a counterpart, whether you want to call it a soulmate, counterpart, twin flame, what have you, but there's a really strong spiritual connection, and it feels very loving, very much so, this person is home to you. When you think of home, for a lot of you, you haven't met this person yet. Just FYI, I get that pretty strongly, is that this person has yet to come into your life. You haven't actually met them yet. But having the Two of Cups and then having the Queen and the King, yeah, I feel like this combination is a new beginning with someone else here for you guys. This King of Cups, oh my god, for sure. Because the Magician to me is saying you manifested this and created it yourself. So, through going through this tough, time or relationship or cycle in your life, have kind of really been this isn't what I want in a person, and you might manifest by maybe writing down or even really focusing on it about what that relationship looks like to you, where you are perfectly happily fulfilled. And it's this person. Queen and King of any suit together to me is automatically a strong relationship, a counterpart. There's a new beginning with this person that you're making it happen with this Magician. And I feel like, and again, it's not for all of you, I feel kind of two separate story things going on here, but for some of you, this Page of Pentacles is here because of the fact that you're okay, I would like to put my pentacle somewhere else. For some of you, it's an opportunity to grow with that same person, and that King of Cups could be that person. But for some of you, this is a counterpart situation where this is a different person. This is someone you've yet to meet, because you're bringing them into your life. And I feel that's probably why that Page of Pentacles, that's probably why the Page of Pentacles is coming out underneath that Five of Swords, because it's you know what, this is only driving you closer to that relationship you do want, to that person you do want. Whoa, okay. Yeah, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we're going from a page to a knight, which means that I feel like you're kind of slowly getting used to this idea and being brought on to this idea of okay, I'm slowly kind of disconnecting because I'm not getting what I need here. Because page to a knight, that's like an upgrade. That's like more commitment. We're going from a little bit of commitment to, okay, yep, no, I definitely want to, you know, kind of put my pentacles over there with that King of Cups. Whoever that King of Cups might be to you guys. I don't know why my decks are misbehaving today, but they are. They are very much so misbehaving today. Okay, and then we have a King of Wands. So the person that you're currently dealing with might be someone who can be a little impulsive. They could be someone who's just very forward, very upfront, assertive, what have you. They're also someone who's passionate, knows what they want. Doesn't have to be a fire sign. Generally, the King of Wands for me is a Leo, but again, doesn't have to be. This could also still be that King of Cups energy as well. It could be the same person, because as one person, you can embody multiple different energies. But then you have the Fool here coming underneath that Page of Pentacles. So I feel like that King of Wands, you guys are both facing the same direction, having the Queen and the King there. So this could also be that person embodying that energy of just being direct and knowing what they want from you. Yeah, look at this. Then we have the Queen of Wands. That's so funny. So we have two matching energies here. We have the King and Queen of Cups, and then we have the King and Queen of Wands. Wow, that's insane. That's very insane. So that's two counterparts here. I don't think this is you, though, because this King and Queen are not facing each other. This might be the person that they're dealing with. Okay, so if this is your counterpart, if you're resonating with that story and you think this is your counterpart, for some of you, this King has to leave this Queen first. Similarly, like, you have to also leave a situation first as well. Okay. So clarifying for the Queen of Wands. Okay, clarifying for the Queen of Wands. I have Five of Wands, which is generally about fighting. It's about, you know, arguments or altercations between someone who's, you know, close-knit to you. Could be family, friends, what have you. Someone who's very close to you. And then I have Justice here, bringing in some truth. Kind of divinely guided with the Justice card. Balancing the situation, and just kind of like righting wrongs in a way of like, okay, like, enough is enough. And then I have the Knight of Swords coming out after that. So I feel like this Queen of Wands definitely is not you, and this is the person that they're probably currently connected to. And there's some disagreements, some fights, like, just, I get like a lack of communication here. Because like I said, with the Five of Wands could be about fighting, and then Justice coming in with that Sword of Truth. So Knight of Swords, there's a lack of communication between them and this person entirely. And Magician. And I feel like now that both of you have had the Magician, I do feel like for some of you, if you're resonating with that counterpart story, you're both manifesting each other because you're both in kind of really shitty situations. I feel like with that person, there's a lack of communication and it's just not going well at all. It does not feel good. Look, then we have the Hierophant. Talking about a higher commitment. A soul contract is what I just heard. Okay. So, yeah, this is a soul contract. Some sort of very spiritual connection between you and another person. And having the Five of Cups here tells me that, again, I feel like you both need to leave something in the past. Because having these two together for me is like leaving this. So for some, they could be married. You could be married. You both could be married. But there's this energy of needing to leave a commitment behind. Okay, King of Pentacles here. There could be an earth sign involved, but I feel like for both of you, this is a matter of more specifically, let me see if I can hold them all up here. Okay, so for some of you, this is more a matter of there was this commitment here and it needs to be left behind. This is kind of like long-standing, like traditional type of thing, and it's just like, okay, I get this sense of like, okay, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's just not working for me. Like, I don't want that. Like, the intention was there when maybe one or both of you started in your separate, situationships, what have you, and now it's just like, I gotta leave this. Then you have the King of Pentacles, which I don't necessarily feel as another person. I feel like for a lot of you, this is actually just the energy that, you and your counterpart are both trying to embody. And then you have the Six of Swords, which is about leaving. So I feel like what this is since you can see the king here is facing this card, what I feel like is that you both just would like to be abundant and happy. And it's like the choice to be like, okay, in order for me to be the best that I can be, to be the best person that I know I can be, to be very abundant and happy and stable, I need to leave. I need to leave the situation that I'm in. You understand, it feels like both of you pretty clearly like, okay, I can't grow in a place that made me sick. I can't, be a different person in the same place that I am now. Like, I have to move. And this is what I get. It's just like, that King of Pentacles is the abundance. And it's like, do you want that? Well, you have to come this way. Yeah, you have to leave. One or both of you has to leave. This Eight of Swords is like, ugh. It's just feeling like you're trapped, although you're not. This is restrictions and resistance. Yeah, there's resistance here to get out of your situations, to really leave it behind. But you both, one or both of you, I feel like the stories have just merged together if this is a counterpart situation. And for the people who that is accurate and resonating, the storylines have merged together. I feel like you guys are mirroring each other a lot. And that could also be why I'm having that throat issue that I was having in the beginning of like not knowing this and not communicating it. Because it seems like you both are in relationships that are making you feel unhappy, making you anxious or sad, or for some of you, like I said, even the depression of like this sucks. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere and all we do is fight or whatever. We can't make leeway here. There's nowhere to go no matter how much you're trying. So it really just feels like we had in the beginning, those cards about needing to follow your heart. Truth transcends illusion. Follow your heart and do what you know to be true to you. This is needing to make a choice. And the choice is stay where I am and be fucking miserable, or literally do what I know in my heart is meant for me. Guys. Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. This is so counterpart-esque right now. Soulmate, twin flame, counterpart, whatever you want to call it. Again, we've gotten almost every single suit. Almost every single one. Like, I know that, I feel like for some of you, you're like, yeah, whatever, like, you're dismissing it right now. Person to person, friend to friend, it's not a coincidence. I do not get that many pairs out like that, one right after the other. I'm telling you guys, if this resonates with you, this is purposeful, and Spirit is trying to tell you this. You guys are mirroring each other. This is the choice. This is so blatantly the choice. Look at this. Pain, depression, sadness, grief, anxiety. Or you can choose to go after your counterpart. Be abundant, be successful, be happy, be stable. Tower has to come down first. Like I just said, something needs to break, something needs to give. And that tower is coming really fast. Really fast for you guys. It's gonna come quickly. I feel like you guys are just gonna get like fed up, basically, and be like, I don't want this at all. Like, I'm all set. Yeah, and there's some real, like, tough energy here with the Seven of Wands. This is, defensive, like, really standing your ground of, like, just standing up for yourself. I'm starting to get, like, chest pain. Man. It just feels like this never-ending frustration. Like, I just feel like it's this conversation of like, we do this over and over and over again, but yet, like, you're not changing, or I'm not changing, or whatever the case is. Like, it just feels like you're so sick of it. It just feels like you're sick of it. You're like, I'm done defending myself, I'm done proving to you, what this is, or what I'm worth, what this is worth. Like, I'm done fighting for this. Like, I feel like you just want the tower to come down. And that's what the choice is. Look at that. King of Cups again. Yeah, this is really like, I feel like in your heart of hearts, like, this person. This was the OG counterpart we had in the beginning. I think in your heart of hearts, this person is your counterpart. And it's this defensiveness where you're just like, I feel like a lot of you are like, I have to go after what I want. Maybe you guys just don't know how, but, things will just happen and they'll just come for you when the time is right. Like, don't ever question that. This King of Cups, this counterpart, it's someone that you can put your energy into, put your time into, plant those seeds, and really, I forget what the quote is, but it's basically something along the lines of like, you plant a seed for a tree to grow, even though you won't see the results. So it's about really having trust. That's what I feel like this is. It's about really having trust that this person is the person to put your time, your energy into, and I think that you guys do. You believe it. I think you do believe that this person is something that you're going to yield results from. This is going to be something that is going to provide you with stability. Like, you will have that. This will create that opportunity for you. It will give back to you. It's literally one or the other. It's just like, yeah. This is the choice. Which one do you want to put your energy into? A King of Cups who is nurturing and loving, compassionate, romantic, emotionally mature, who can treat you well, treat you right, treat you with respect, and just really love the pieces about you that even you have a hard time loving about yourself? Or do you want to put it into this shit? There's the Page of Wands again. You know that there's a new opportunity with this person. This person is your counterpart, and a lot of you have probably not met this person yet, so you're having trouble, feeling like it's real. But this is where that true transcends illusion comes into play. Knowing deep inside that it is, trusting that, and trusting that the universe will provide for you. So, sorry it's loud. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Wheel of Fortune, new cycle coming in for you guys. I'm going to leave it there. I can keep going for you guys. I'm really excited to see where this leads you guys. So, thank you so much for allowing me the honor to read for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think if it resonates. And I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.